Give me a second. This is going to be a rough one.
Yeah, today I felt it starting to come back and do it again.
We're still live. Hang on. Let me see if I can do this. All right. Yeah, give me a second, guys. This is my Parkinson's is kicking my butt right now. So I'm going to try and get this up if I can. But anyway, we're working on it. We got Digger out here. We got Keith out here. I'm not sure how long all this will last. I know my hands in the way.
I'm just waving.
I know. My hand's in the way, but I can't see until I get this to where it's up. There we go. In the way.
I'm just waving.
Okay, now I got to get the sound down. All right, hang on a second. We'll see if I can get this posted up. We got a mount up here that we got to mess with. Let's see if that'll work.
So what microphones are you hooked up to?
That one and this one.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get it so we're sitting in here all together. And it'll take me a minute to mount it up.
I'll hide behind GO4RIDER.
I know it's annoying. I know it's annoying. Who would he got? The inductors. Steve Coltice.
Hey, Steve.
Crazy Steve.
Okay, hang on. Give me another second here. I'm trying to, hi, my digger. I'm trying to get this around so we can get in here. So, all right. I think I can go a little bit more.
Lucky he typed in digger because.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
And he knows too. That's why he does it.
Have to hurt you, man.
Yeah, we're almost there.
He's still.
Who else we got?
He's still adjusting the camera.
What's up? What's up? Jerry, how you doing, Jerry? EJ, what's up? All right, let me see if that's working. Look how it's got Keith's head pinched up.
Well, I
Scoot
noticed
over this way a little
Flathead.
bit.
for some reason it's.
It's okay. If he grabs your leg, don't worry.
I'm used to it.
There we go. So now I need to pull up this sound. No, I don't need to pull up that. No, I'm good. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I apologize that it took so long to get up, but I'm still working on trying to use the best quality stuff that I can, or the best stuff that
I
that
pulled
I
up
can.
the thing on my computer because with my eyes and stuff, I can't read that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. So is that too bright?
No.
No. Is it too bright? Not too bright? Here, let me turn it.
It's like you're being interviewed by the police. Where were you on this?
Look at that. How's that?
Wow.
Where were you on December 3rd?
What year?
Yes.
I don't think we need it. I think we're okay.
Mighty Dog.
Can everybody hear me? Whoop, wait a minute.
Where'd Mighty Dog?
He says, hello, Keith.
Hey.
The dancing pole has never been cleaner. You are the best pole polisher guy like ever. What is he talking about?
I have no clue.
What have you been doing?
I don't know.
Well, obviously, the guy has never seen me in one of my party buses.
Mighty Dog wants to-
Oh, yeah, Digger can do the whole spinning around thing. And
Don't be telling everybody that.
oh.
Everybody-
Digger.
Everybody would want me to demonstrate.
I think I videoed it one time.
Yeah, actually, you did.
I think I
Mighty
did.
Dog wants
Yeah.
to be
That
on.
might stay, might not stay. That's not the best tripod in the world and everything. So anyway, I finally got Digger here. You been driving today?
Yes.
Yep. So Digger been out making money. What are you doing, Keith?
Mighty Dog wants to be on.
Mini Dog don't want to be nothing but in the way. In the way. That's her. Oh, she's trying to get a drink of water. Her water's back there.
Oh,
Your jacket's not in her water, is it? Anyway, now we got to mess with the dog.
no.
The dog. Anyway, we didn't get to have Digger on last time, so Keith was here.
I tried to hold up a conversation, but you know.
Yeah. So whatever.
It went off the rails again, you know.
So we're shoved in this little corner here and everything.
Little cubicle.
But it's so the audio's okay, video's okay. I mean, I know we're crammed in here and everything, but I'm glad that the weather is lightening up somewhat. What, Minnie?
I actually saw
What?
brown grass.
Brown grass?
Yes, and it was so nice to see brown grass instead
He's
of
got
white
br-
fluff.
White fluff. Yeah, it was deep out here.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it was
I
deep
pulled-
everywhere, dude.
I-
Still, the state of Ohio was pretty much drowned.
The back lot over there, you know, because we got an empty back lot over there, and all that wind blew up against here. Well, I backed the golf cart out, and it went over the headlights.
Man,
He saw the holes that I dug trying to get out and stuff, and
a submarine.
it went under the snow and everything. But I finally got it out onto the road. I didn't think I'd ever get it back, but I did finally get it back.
the purple one.
Yeah. That nice
You
cleaty
did
tires.
handle pretty good.
I need about 10 more horsepower, and about 300-pound more weight on the back axle.
Is it single track?
Yeah, I just single tracked
Okay,
out, and it's got nice grippy, muddy the off-road tires on it, but the sidewalls are so shallow and hard. There was no flex, so it was just biting on the
You have to
edges.
air them down really hard.
There's no air in them. That even if they're flat, they're still up because the sidewalls are only that tall and they're low profile, really hard.
Yeah,
You know how that is.
that's
You
right.
need a
Those are
balloon tire. You need a
performance tires.
yeah, a flotation tire is what we need, like a tractor flotation or whatever. But anyway, but it needs at least 10 more horsepower and 300 pounds of weight. It just had no. If I'd have had enough weight when I could shift it to tire, then it'd have went. Or 10 more horsepower, I can get some RPMs going. But it, you know, I got it back in. But we finally, it was like 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks before we could get out. So that hill's a bitch. That hill is a bitch for real.
I'll tell you,
Neighbors came
I had
over
to quit
and
driving over on the west side because they
the plowing.
they did not plow the side roads.
Well,
over
even
the
with
west side.
even with getting the road undone out
That
here.
flex, even though it's front wheel drive,
Yeah,
it's rotten in the snow.
really.
Oh, that car
Well,
has never been good.
the
in the
car
snow.
used to
Doesn't
be
matter
good.
what tires I
The
have on
Pontiac
it.
used to be good until the ECU went out, which controls the traction because it used to lock up both front wheels and it had positive.
Right.
Well, the ECU went freaky deaky. Can't get one. You know, we went through that whole thing for years with Bobby and stuff, and it just can't be done, can't be had. So only one wheel drives, period, all the time. And it's horrible. So your torque steer.
I was gonna say torque.
Oh,
steer must be
torque
fun.
steer is. If you go to mash on it to do anything or go around somebody
You
or
turn left to
whatever,
go right.
yeah, that torque steer will turn that wheel right now. So it's pretty bad. Yeah. So it doesn't go any place in the snow at all.
Have you ever had front wheel drive?
No, the Camaro's
No,
rear wheel. Oh,
I said, have you ever had front wheel
No,
drive?
every car I've had has been rear wheel, I think.
So you
yeah, the
don't
van.
know
Every.
you
Oh,
don't
wait a
know
minute. Was
what's
the
what.
Nissan front wheel or rear wheel?
Oh, the van?
Yeah,
That might have been front.
I think that was front wheel. That one of the big Nissan vans, the full size, real tall ones.
Ugly thing.
I think they're front wheel drive, aren't they? Does anybody know?
No, I think those are rear wheel drive.
Are they?
The Pro Masters are the one that's front wheel drive.
Oh, the step down
Those
from
vans
those.
don't like wind, I'll tell you
Ram
that.
Pro Master.
Well, no, it's what you can stand up in it and have
the weirdest thing.
2 foot over your head in them.
Yep.
That was because they're straight and square. It's basically a cube on steroids.
And they say that the Pro Master is the one that they love to build the most because the sidewalls
Yeah.
are the straightest up and down.
I think the Nissans are.
But the thing is they're just so ugly outside.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the
I
front-
don't like the way they look.
Ford really has the best styling on those
I think
vans.
Ford Transit's number one.
Yeah,
and
I do.
inexpensive number two would be the Mercedes Sprinter.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean,
Mercedes.
the-
You might as well go
the
get
Sprinter,
a. Yeah,
You're looking at almost twice the price for the same van.
right, and can't be fixed.
Yeah.
Just like
Well, yeah.
it can't be fixed, and are not even out of business. They just made them so you can't fix them.
Yeah.
You have to replace entire module, entire motor, entire transmission, or motor transmission to get. Just it all got to go because
A friend of mine just
can't even
asked me
service
to
them.
Bring her 2015 Mercedes Sprinter to Bobby to have him check some things out
Yeah,
and everything. And as soon as I told Bobby it was a 2015, he looks at me and he goes, "Now, do you know Sway's buses? His van's a 2015." And I said, "Yeah." And he says, I really would rather not mess with that. He says those things have
Shh, we don't tell Bobby.
way too many problems.
Yeah. We don't talk about Bobby when he doesn't like stuff.
Well, he hates Ford, I'll tell you that.
Shh.
He'll
Stop.
work on him.
Yeah, he works on everything, I know.
Yeah.
Well, we've taken him everything. I mean, we took him the Toyota, the Pontiac Toyota,
Yeah.
Toyota. Oh, but yeah, but how's your week go, Keith?
Pretty good.
You see anything interesting out there going through the snow and stuff every day?
Bucky's got their sign up now. The whole
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just drove by there and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they've done a lot
Actually
just in the
starting
last
to look like something else.
in the last
April 6th.
4 weeks, even with all this snow and stuff, they've done a tremendous amount of stuff there, even in all this weather. But that road, I just
didn't
don't
really
know
care
how they're
for
going to
that.
It's
make
gonna be
it.
fun getting to work.
There's a part when you're going north on 235, you go over I-70,
Yeah, yeah,
and all of a sudden
Yeah.
there's stoplights now.
yeah, yeah.
It's
And it
can't
sneaks
say
up.
I've ever
It
seen
sneaks
them
up on you, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It's gonna be fun getting
They
to work.
It-
that's all I
weren't
say.
active yet, but
And
they
the
are
way
there.
they have the lanes laid out, you're in one lane, but to go straight, you've got to go clear to the other side. And as soon as you pass one of the entrances, you got to go all the way back to the other side instantly.
I noticed
So
they did
this
some screwing up.
right, this is how you've got to go straight. You've got to do this, then this. Oh, that's
I have to turn right there.
Malfunction
at that light where
Junction
Buc-ee's
out there
is.
on
Well,
4 will
I
not
was-
have anything on it. I'm telling you right
remember the
now.
way that used to be
Yeah.
is you get over in the fast lane and start boogieing and everything, and all of a sudden, oh, First Street.
Yeah. Quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're here when you get on, but you got to go clear over there when you go to, yeah.
And people
It's
don't let
crazy.
you yield.
No, it's crazy. And remember, right down the street will be the trash accumulation thing. So you're going to have full-size semi and the trucking companies right there
It's gonna
with
be
semis and all
That's
that.
going to be a traffic nightmare.
I mean, I'm hoping that it doesn't get whatever,
Oh, it
but
will.
I'm
Especially
thinking
the first month that they're in business.
it doesn't
It's
matter.
gonna be-
It's Ohio. People
They
can't.
might as well just park about 3 or 4 police cars up there
Yeah.
because
People
they're going to
cannot
be busy
drive.
servicing accidents.
People
left and right.
cannot
It's
drive.
gonna
They
be
can.
like the swap meet back in the day when you had to have cops on the interstate because there were so many cars coming
Yeah.
off that exit right there.
Well, another thing is when you're coming out of there, you can only go one direction. You can't go across traffic.
I didn't know that.
So you have to go right, go down, turn around, and come back. They can't cross traffic there.
Yeah.
So they've already got that. That's what I'm saying. They've already got that lane laid out there where you can only, if you're coming out of there, you can only go to the right. You can't go left to go back out onto the highway or back to Huber Heights or whatever. You can only
Didn't
go
know that.
left. You can only go right.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
That's what I'm
Because they
saying.
only have, isn't there, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't there only like one main entrance into Buc-ee's?
As of now, I see one, but where else would they put the other one?
I mean, I would think
Because
they would have to have
because
a separate,
if they
a
went
second one.
right, if they went any farther
Yeah.
down, where are they? In the highway.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody-
Yeah, the bridges stuff is
Yeah,
right there.
I mean, there's the on ramp. So where are
It's
they
like
going to
he
go?
comes out of that and you're right into that.
Somebody
And the-
please videotape
and they're-
that first day.
And all that traffic that comes off of
I'll
the
just go drone it.
all that traffic
Please
comes
do
off
it.
the interchange there, comes off the ramps to go up the hill and be like that.
I
That's all going
noticed
to that's going to be
they've-
backed up clear onto
They've
70.
changed a lot. They've changed so many roads and exits and everything over there.
I'm just wondering how I'm gonna get to work because I turn right there at the.
Yeah, I can't tell because I got my phone turned
I'm about to
around
take the scenic
backwards.
route to
I
work
can't
with
tell how many people's watching and
Exactly.
stuff like that. But as of now, it's still going on.
Well, here,
folks,
if
give me
this
a
helps at all. You can see things over there.
yeah, but it doesn't say. It doesn't
No,
say
I guess
the number and stuff.
No, I
it
guess
only
not.
do that on the phone that I'm producing the signal from, hosting it from anyway. So, so there was a bunch of wrecks and stuff out your way through all that stuff. They had the one-way drivers, the guys driving the wrong way. There was 2 more of those driving the wrong way on the. How do you get? I don't understand. It's amazing how you get into that lane. You have to drive up a ramp with traffic coming down.
You talking about Buc-ee's or
No, back towards Huber Heights. So they've been getting on there and driving the wrong way on 70. There was 2 incidents, and then they've been closing lanes to do a bunch of work. and a bunch of the guys are driving in the closed lane because they're backed up 2 lanes deep, stopped. So they just go, well, there's an open lane. They've been driving on that, and it's closed because they're working on it. You got workers standing there working, and they're driving down the road. So they posted up a bunch of.
We're not even in construction season yet.
No,
they need to do like they do in California at the beaches. If you go the wrong way into entrance, just pop the tires.
And now this is just my personal opinion. I know you probably all won't share this, but we don't need to do nothing, not a thing like California ever.
No.
Never.
That's actually kind of a bad word. You know.
Never.
No, never.
Ever.
Forget I said it.
And I know, weren't you born there?
I don't know if you've been watching the news.
No, my
lately,
sister's out there.
Weren't you born there?
My sister was.
Over the last year or so, California's kind of went.
Oh yeah.
You know, really downhill bad.
Yep. Well, the Olympics are there this summer. That's going to be interesting.
Oh, I don't want to talk about the Olympics guys.
Say Newscomb will still be in there, right? When that happens.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
Because he's just going to make it all work.
I don't know.
It's going to be interesting.
Newscomb.
I don't know. We're not talking politics, but talking about cars. We're going to talk about cars. But so you've been driving at the roads, been so down
They've
through
been
there,
pretty
except
good.
for.
But I'm
Dayton.
telling you, I had to stop the West Side stuff, and that's where
Really?
I was. I was telling everybody, I was like, your money to be made in Lyft is
Right.
the West Side.
Is that you?
That's him, yeah. But
Turn your phone off.
Number
We're
one.
on the air.
number one, like I say, they didn't plow any of the side streets over there, and my car is prone to be stuck. I
Yeah.
have literally my old backyard.
Yeah.
I got stuck in my old backyard
Wow.
on the flat part of it
With snow and stuff?
with the flex. I had to have Dwayne come over and tow me out.
Did
with
they
his
make a
truck.
4-wheel drive version of that?
They did, but it's only all-wheel drive twin turbo, and the
Oh.
twin turbo part is the part I didn't want to have anything to
Right.
do with.
Yeah, because they burn those
'Cause
motors up.
Every
yeah.
60, 70,000 miles, you got to put 2 new turbos on it.
Yeah.
It's $4,000 plus. So I stayed away from the turbos. But
Well, they kind of worked that all out, but by the time they worked it all out, they killed the Flex.
well, yeah.
So with the new EcoBoost
they got
types,
the-
whatever,
the Lincoln Aviator
Right.
is now the new.
right, and they're oil water cooled or water oil cooled.
They're
or-
also $30,000 more.
yeah,
You know.
but yeah.
And I'm not buying any other new cars ever again.
You see Flexes out there all the time for a reasonable price, all the time.
I will buy and wear out Flexes.
Well, you
know,
got 300,000 miles on this one.
It's got 301,000 right now.
301,000 miles.
Still running beautiful.
Yeah, and you've done work to
But
it, bearings, brakes.
The last 3 or 4 months, I've been running all this lift stuff over there on the west side.
Right.
It's tore my suspension apart. That's
'Cause of the
making
well,
so
that
much
was a
noise everywhere.
that was another thing I was going to talk about is and it's Ohio. It's every year, but even it doesn't even have to. They don't even get caught up with the damage that's done to the road.
Oh,
They
no.
don't get caught up by the time the next winter comes, which is the really crazy part.
I probably cringe 13 times a day
Oh yeah, just
after I hit
wait
a bump.
to
I'm
bust
like,
a rim.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Because that car, ever since I've had it,
Yeah.
I've seemed like I've had to do suspension stuff.
Well, you
more
lowered-
more often than
You've
other
lowered
cars.
it a little bit. What, 2 inches?
It was about an inch and a half.
Inch and a half. So it's lowered. So it does give a little of your travels gone.
Right, but I think the tires are the sidewalls are too stiff.
Yeah, low profiles are too
Low
stiff.
profile. I really wish it's got 20s on it. I really wish I could switch back to 18s.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it came factory with 20s,
Right.
but I don't think it's either 18 or 19 is the smallest wheel that you
Because
can
of
put
the
on
brakes.
because of the brakes.
Right. See, that's what's going on with the Vibe out there. It came with big, huge aluminum rims, and the tires were only that
Yeah.
thick off them. So they were real low power, but huge rims. And we had to, Dad had to search, and we finally got off of a Toyota someplace, one of the Steely race cars that they had, the Toyota. I can't remember whether it's a Yaris or one of the other ones, but that's the ones they used to race on the track. So the little track racers. They had to get those rims off of it because that's the only thing it would fit, because the brakes are huge. So you can only go so small. You can't go any smaller than like a
that's- like I
16,
say,
17.
On a flex, 18 is
Yeah.
the smallest wheel you can put on.
Yeah.
I would love to have like 16 or 17-inch wheels,
Uh-huh.
maybe 18s at the most,
Right.
with a lot skinnier tire.
Right.
Everybody thinks white tires are so great. They're
Well,
not.
well,
Not when you're dealing with driving it in all weather all year round.
yeah.
Tires this wide are not good.
It-
It
it-
makes it follow the
right.
tracks in the
It-
road and stuff.
And yes, and I believe you're correct. It depends also on the tread pattern and
It's
the
easy
the compound.
if a road is like this,
Right.
that tire sits on top. Next thing you know, you're doing.
So if
you're
you
doing
get
this,
if you
it's
get
wobbling.
if you get tread life, so if you get a compound that will only give you 40,000 miles, and then you get a compound that'll give you 80,000 miles, that you better the 40,000 mile will be better on the snow and stuff because
This
there's
is
more of
true,
a
but
flex and a stickier, gummier
because I put
compound.
so many miles on that car,
Yeah.
I always buy the hardest compound tires I
Yeah,
can
for
get my
give them
hands on
miles on-
because
yeah.
I want to be able to.
Yeah.
I usually,
But
I
but your
usually get 60,
traction, you're giving up a
70,000.
little bit of traction for tire wear, for tire life. You're giving
But
up a little
I
bit of
don't hot
traction.
rod it, you know.
No, but it's
But-
when you want to stop, and I'm
Yeah.
just saying that's.
I know,
yeah.
but when you're talking about the difference of literally nowadays, it could be 200 or more per tire more expensive.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some of these tires for the flex.
Well,
They
when
want $800 a tire.
I worked at the deal when
It's
I
like,
worked
no,
at
huh?
when I worked at Hopkins.
You're gonna be lucky if I'm gonna give you $800 for 4 of them.
Yeah, when I worked at
You know.
Hopkins and stuff like that, we were buying tires for $15 a piece. The old bias plies,
Yeah.
$15 a piece, and brand new, putting them on cars and stuff like that. Well, they would run them or whatever, or they'd come in. But one of the first things they did when they were in used cars, when they come in, the first thing they did is put new tires all the way around because they're $15 a piece,
Right.
and they're going to charge you $200.
That's when you used to take them and burn
Then
them
I
off
would
every
take
weekend.
I would take them, put them on the car. I have mass amounts of old mag wheels and rims and stuff I put on the Chevelle and fry a somewhat brand new pair of tires off every weekend. It did really good. That's one of the things I missed that I wanted, like Watermelon Man and stuff like that. I would have loved to went out with him in competition and whatever, and with my Chevelle.
Did
Yeah,
I hear right that he says he is retired from that now?
he from competition.
Okay.
He's been known probably to still light him up, but I'm thinking he might come around. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to speak for whatever, but I think he might come around when we go to have the Rat Fest, the Rat Off at the Build Off and stuff out at Evans Farm. They're going to have burnout competition, and I assume that they're going to have the Rat Guys burnout, then another burnout for whatever. I don't know, but I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think he might come out of retirement for that, just to show off. But the Rat Guys are going to.
I don't think he'll be doing the colored tires anymore.
Well, they're 600 a piece.
Yeah.
600 a piece, and you got to wait for 6 months for them to be shipped in.
He probably went through a good 3 or 4 sets.
Yes.
Oh, he went through a lot of them. Yeah,
I
I
didn't
would
see
like
them
to
either.
see if he still has some of the ones because he did blow some of them. They went off.
Yeah.
And everything. So, but I think we ought to get a pair of the old ones and suck all the air out of them, fill them full of calcium like we used to do on the farm, and fill them full of calcium and stuff, and do burnouts. And when they explode, it's colorful because you got all this calcium fluid going everywhere and stuff, and they're colorful. We could put all kinds of food coloring inside the tire when it went and all that stuff. It'd be pretty cool. But I think
like a rainbow.
Yeah, that's one of the big shows. Then the Peace and Grease. Are we going to be able to get? You said we could leave early in the morning.
Yeah.
So I'm going to check with them and make sure that it's okay that I bring the golf cart.
Which they've already said.
Well, that's
okay with it.
I want to make sure. I want to definitely make sure to bring the golf cart. So, and I'm not 100% showing the trailer tires and stuff because I got the one patch, but I'm going to take all. So I'll have 4 tires. I'll take the jack this time. What happened before is I didn't have the jack.
Yeah.
And the jack that was in the truck won't fit under the trailer, so I have to take a regular floor jack. So I'll take that and the 5-way and the lug wrench, all that stuff, the air compressor, everything I need, tire patch kit and everything. Yeah. And if we can get from there, but that's just on the outside of how far I like to haul that on that trailer because it's twice the weight as our other golf cart.
Yeah.
Our other golf cart wasn't that heavy. So I don't want to tow it too far, but if we can, I want to get down there really early in the morning, and then that way we can sit on the back of the golf cart and watch them all come in.
Right.
Now, a lot of them will already be there because they'll be camping out. They'll be there from Friday night on at the campground and stuff. And then because
I am looking forward to that show.
oh, it's well, like I said,
I'm really looking forward to that as much or more than like white trash and
Powerama's going to be good too. I wanted to talk to you about that because if I can get you to come in over there, I'll talk to you more about certain things when we're off. But but there, if you can do the drone stuff and the pinup stuff there at Peace and Grease, and I can get the golf cart and I can do a bunch of the cruise in and stuff, then I can get a lot of that done. Then with two of us doing it, we can cover because it's going to be packed this year. They're talking about possibly having the burnouts there as well.
It's going to surprise them.
Yeah, so if they have burnouts as well there and stuff, it's going to be interesting because the next day, let me see here. That's in what is it? September? When is that? September? Looking through the master calendar.
Who's still out there?
Okay, so Peace and Grease is May the 16th. So 15th and 16th. So there's a thing going on at Highfield's putting on. And then there's the Rally for Heroes, Peace and Grease. And then the day after on Sunday is the Cincinnati Street Rods in Warren County. So they're moving from Hamilton, moving up this way.
Oh, that's right. That's what she was talking about.
Right.
There.
So you can go because it's just down the street from them.
Yeah.
But I got to come back and drop off the golf cart and then go down. And I don't know. The one down in Hamilton was really good because it had paved road on my scooter all over.
I think it would be a blast, and I know that there is a possibility of it happening. They're talking about maybe everybody getting together.
Oh, and driving down.
And driving together down.
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
I think it would be great.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's how we
here in Dayton. We hardly ever get to do that.
Well, that's what I was talking when we talked last week about if people get together and they set up a morning show and an afternoon, evening show or whatever, they can travel from one to the other. And people do that. These guys will do that. I don't care even if they pay $25 here. They'll go ahead and for another one that's going to start after this one lets out and it's within a distance, instead of people trying to compete against each other and win all their people in and not let them go to someplace else.
If you had multiple shows on, I know you will, you'll have multiple shows on a Saturday that you want to go to and do video and stuff.
Yeah, if I can do one in the morning.
If we could get people to basically follow you.
Oh, don't follow me.
When it's time to leave one show to go to another, we could basically just take the whole pack with us to all the shows.
We'll let him follow Keith. Don't follow me.
Nobody wants to follow me.
No, because you never. I tried to follow you that one day. And he says, "Oh, I was going slow." The speedometer was 85 on the truck, and he was walking off. That 6-cylinder was gone. Was gone. Huh? And I'm not talking about he eased into it. He was gone. So I thought, well, I can keep up with him. The truck hit 85, and I just let it off, and I said, I know where I'm going. I don't need to. I was supposed to follow him.
I will let you know that for the first time since 2013, I did not renew the pre-limo license plates on the Flex.
Yo, that's what you were saying. Yeah, I was talking to you.
Regular license plates on.
Yeah,
because that stuff's getting just too much expensive.
Too expensive. So,
yeah, I've had it for 12 years.
But you still have your business, so you still can do. If somebody wants to contact you,
front license plate still says pre-limo.
Yeah, if somebody wants to contact you, they can still contact you through the same phone number and the same email or website.
Yeah, the website is gone.
Oh, you let the website. So the email, do you have the email for that?
No, actually.
Oh, you don't have the email. So your phone number.
The phone number.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so you can still do pickup delivery, because you're doing the Lyft now, but you can do any type of transport that they want and stuff like that.
Uber and Lyft. I finally got approved for Uber. So now I can do Uber. After 6.5 years of trying to get in with Uber, they finally decided.
Listen, I've seen some of the folks they let drive, so I don't understand why they had so much trouble with you.
Well, Uber pays a little bit better.
Yeah.
than Lyft, but I'm finding out that the apps
Yeah.
that you use,
Yeah.
I actually like the Lyft app better than I do Uber app.
Yeah. Shh. We're not saying anything. Nobody's listening.
But I'm just basically kind of doing that stuff right now because at this time of the year, it's not like I can go outside and build a party
Yeah.
bus or build the ambulance
Right,
or anything.
right.
So I just do that for side money right now because
Yeah. Well, I know.
yeah.
I need some
there's
side money.
nothing else going on.
We need some side money.
Mhm.
So we gotta have some side money. The closest one coming up now is the Powerama. Did you get to see the advertisement thing that I
was
did for that?
cool, that song.
You didn't see the advertisement for Powerama?
I've been working so much.
Okay.
Doing
Was
stuff.
that AI generated, or was that, or does they actually?
Ed made that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's really expensive stuff. I can't afford
pretty
that.
cool.
I can't afford
They
this
did one
stuff.
for the Monday night cruise.
We did the Monday night cruise in. We did a special one, and then we did. I don't have a thing I can play it here on, but anyway, I can't play it on this one.
It's pretty cool.
But anyway, you ought to watch the last two videos
I'm
that I
gonna
put
pull
up.
in the Monday night cruise, and I'll have to be blaring that the first time with my stereo, my car stereo.
I might take and make a shortened version of that for the intro to that. You know what I mean? Because I usually do, it's cruise in time that with the little car and the little gopher
yeah.
and stuff. This one I might use that and stuff. But anyway, we got that one's coming up this weekend. Coming. Let's see. This weekend. So next weekend, the 20th, 21st, and 23rd. Are you going to be able to help me all 3 days?
I'm sure I can.
Okay. So I'll talk to you about what's going on. That way it gives you a specific thing so I don't have to try and cover everything. Then I'm going to try and see either because you'll be there. Will you be there?
I'll ride with you Saturday, go to the swap meeting.
Right. And then go there.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, you'll be stuck with me all day
That's
because
all right.
unless mom and dad need something, I have to stay there.
find
So
somebody to
the
sit
swap
down
meet I'm
with.
going to cover in the morning just before they open. And then when they open, then I'll be there Saturday. But if you can do, well, I'll talk to you about it, but you'll definitely, if you can do the pinup, I'd appreciate that. I know you enjoy that and everything.
As long as they're good looking ladies.
It'll be fine.
Ladies.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Ladies only, please.
It'll be fine. It's not like we're having a swimming meet or a wrestling meet or a volleyball meet or whatever. We're good.
Ladies only, please.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. So if we can do that, so that's the next one coming up. But so I'll try and be out there Friday. Then I'll go to Springfield. We're going to go to Springfield in the morning and then cover a couple hours out there, and then go right from Springfield back over to Powerama.
Yeah.
And then we'll be there until closing, and then get back up on Sunday and go over and finish stuff because I really want to try and do a lot of some individual ones and stuff. So if I can get there early Friday and do a lot of the individuals, then that way it won't be as crowded. But Saturday, I know it's going to be really, really crowded.
Try to do everything you can on Friday and Saturday.
Well, I'm going to try and do all my. It's going to be packed.
Those guys, they clear out fast too.
Well, I know,
it's
but
time.
I know, but you got your. It's as long as you got your stick, you can put your camera up on yours a little bit too and stuff to do.
Short.
Yeah.
I need to put it up high.
Well, when I'm setting on the scooter, you're a little bit taller than me standing next to me. So yeah, you're short.
I resemble that remark.
I'm just saying.
Even
And
when
then
you're sitting, you look like you're standing.
and then on the 27th and 28th is the Off-Road Expo down at the Roberts Center.
Oh, okay.
So I missed.
I have not been to that.
Yeah, I missed the RV thing down there. I've missed all the ones we've missed because of either weather or illness. We haven't been able. Yeah. Well, Dad's been iffy and stuff like that
everything.
and stuff. So it's been a little bit.
And sickness and yes.
But anyway, so we can get that. So but there's a lot of them coming up like that, and I'm going to try and work on getting some other stuff done. We need to get your. Well, you need to go over and check on your tractor, your lawn and garden, your lawnmower.
Yeah.
Because
I know
it's sitting right out in that weather. It's bad. So that the cover came completely off of that, and the snows.
I have full confidence that I can fix it.
Well, I know you can
Whatever's the problem,
fix it.
I can put it back
I
together.
know you can fix it, but didn't you pick up the hood, right?
Yeah, I've got the whole nose.
Yeah, getting the nose and put on it and stuff will help tremendously. But I know the squirrels have had their way with it. Well, I'm telling you, we have severe problems with the squirrels
I'm
packing
sure it's probably sitting on four flat tires and everything. now,
packing
you know.
nuts into the exhaust and whatever. So if there's anything open on that, they filled it up. I mean,
They turn it into a condo.
it is horrible. I am going to work on so I want to get with you that on the 3+3 over there. Help me because I can't bend over or get up into the engine compartment to pull the plugs and whatever. I want to be able to try and turn that dually over and get it running because it's an awesome vehicle.
You say get it running, but
I'm going to use it.
how long has it been sitting there?
How long's the dually been sitting there, Dad? 33 years?
What?
The dually, it's been sitting there, what, 33? 33 years.
Okay, go ahead and plan on.
Oh, I know
every
everything.
piece of rubber
I know.
underneath that vehicle.
Well, that's why it's.
Every piece
I know
of
that.
rubber.
That's what my point is. My point is, I
every
watched
piece of brakes.
the fluid run out of it onto the ground as everything dried up and rotted. I watched it. I was sitting there going, "What's out there? What's it?" And a big puddle of transfer, the whole thing.
Every
I
piece
know
of rubber,
that.
Every
I know that.
piece of the brakes.
I just need your help to pull the plugs, fill the cylinders, let it set for a while, and roll it over.
That will be the easiest and cheapest
Yes.
thing that you can possibly do to that.
Because if it's not going to do that, there's no use in going any further.
Honestly, I feel like to put that like safely on the road.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I know.
six
I
tires,
understand.
all the brakes,
I don't think
master cylinder,
except for the hood, the
belts,
headliner.
hoses.
Except for the headliner that drooped down a little bit because it's been setting so long. You know how GM did that foam headliner and they all dropped out?
Yeah.
Except for that on the interior, it's like it was when it rolled off the factory line. It only has 33,000 miles on it.
Well,
But I know, Digger.
it's just like you're saying about that lawnmower sitting over there right next to it.
I know.
That
I
lawnmower has
know.
only been there for a year and a half.
I just need your help pulling the plugs out, filling the cylinders with juice,
That's no
and
problem.
seeing if it'll roll over. That's all I need. Because if it won't do that,
And how long
Scrap
has
the
it been
whole
since
idea.
you've actually done that?
33 years.
Since it's even been rolled over?
Yes.
It's been in a cocoon.
And you think it's going to be okay?
I've watched Derek do 1,000,000 of them that's been sitting 33 years out in the boonies.
That's Derek. He's got all that special sauce. That he
I'm getting it. I've already contacted.
Order it from Derek.
I've already contacted him. He's sending me the special sauce.
You're going to need it.
I know that. What they say. All I need
Christmas
is for
miracle.
you to help me
I just know that.
get up in the engine compartment and
It
pull the
doesn't
spark
matter
plugs
how
out.
Nice. And I'll say, I have not seen the interior, but the body is beautiful on that.
It's got one dented fender. The paint's gone, but it's not rust.
The body is actually beautiful on
Yeah.
that and everything, and all the accessories you guys had on it. Over
Yeah,
the
it's
years,
got everything.
it's a neat thing.
I
But
got
the
all
thing
that.
is I'm looking at it as if you do the work yourself, you're not paying Bobby or somebody like that.
Right. I
Okay,
understand. Yeah.
I really think you're probably talking about a minimum $4,000 to put that on the road.
I labeled 10 because I know what needs 10. I labeled 10.
Yeah.
But at that,
I'm saying 4,000
at that,
absolute minimum.
a
if the engine
vehicle,
and everything's fine.
of its equivalency that I would go out and buy
Oh, I know it would not be
is
cheap.
$100,000 between
Well,
90
not
and
for-
100,000.
Not for one like that.
No,
but, you know.
of its equivalency. So if I go to buy another 3+3 dually,
I don't think they're as high as you think they are.
no, I
but
checked.
They are high. but
I
they're
checked them.
not-
They were between $90 and $100,000 for.
That's probably
that.
the asking price, but I doubt that anybody's ever.
Well,
getting that kind of money.
Ford's doing discounts out the ass. They have. Did you see the? They
He's talking
have.
about new vehicles.
Yes.
Yeah,
They
That
have-
ain't no new car. They ain't no new. Vehicle.
I know what it is, but for $10,000 versus $90,000,
Oh, there's
I
no
can
doubt.
drive and do everything I wanted to do with that.
Oh, there's no doubt.
And the
I'm
insurance.
Not, I'm
and
not
guess
saying
what?
it's not
Guess
worth
what?
the money.
The insurance doesn't cost shit. Nothing on a vehicle that old.
I'm not
Historical
saying
one.
it's not worth
So what?
the investment.
Julie was a show
I know in its day, I know it was all chrome underneath. It was all that. But anyway, Ford has acres, and I mean acres of vehicles, Ford trucks, setting that they can't sell.
Oh yeah.
And they're already a year old.
And
they don't get the
even
chips.
worse than that
Yeah.
are the electrical ones that they've got.
Oh, yeah, they
Those-
had a
those
thing.
are-
They
they're-
had
they're-
a.
they're-
They
I
don't
think
have the
they're
chips
talking
for 'em.
about
Yeah.
scrapping those.
Yeah,
you know.
no, these are the running ones. They're not the ones that were waiting on the chips. These are the running ones.
Yeah.
They just stopped buying them.
Nobody's buying $100,000 trucks right now.
They're not going to buy a $90,000 to $100,000 truck. They're just not doing it. That's why Dodge sells so much, because their price
You
is
probably like that
much
new-
lower.
You probably like that new Slate truck, though, don't you?
Yes, I do. I've already got my order in.
You know what it looks
20,
like?
25,000. It looks like a
little.
It
a
looks
little,
like
a little flex.
yeah. It
you know.
front and back. If
Yeah.
you put it, and they have the one where the whole back goes on it and
Right.
stuff. That's what it looks like. It looks like a flying brick. I don't care.
I love the look of it.
Less than $25,000, and it gets 300 miles plus on the battery. And the thing is, I always wanted to get one of those, the key trucks. And when the motor goes in the key truck, just put a V8 in it,
Yeah.
because they do that all the time. And just section out a piece of the bed and set it right in the back behind the cab, and put a short and narrowed axle on it, like I want to do with the Gopher, and go. I mean, you could do it with a 4-cylinder, you could do it with 6-cylinder, you could do it with whatever.
Would be easy ones. to do.
Yeah, because it's all there. It has a frame, it has a place to cut it out, it has the whole bit. Just put it in. But yeah, the slates, yeah. For shits and giggles, to just get around to shows and do what I want to do and whatever, and hop and whatever stuff, I'd love it. And they're pretty much all plastic and thick. The thick polymer.
Did you see that the body parts actually bolt on from the outside?
So anybody can
exposed
buy
screws.
a wide body kit, take 4 screws out, put that on, put super wide tires on, or change the color totally, or whatever, because it's all wraps.
Yeah, they're saying
Like a
that
model.
every one of them sold will be
They're all the
one
same color.
specific color, interior,
But you
and
can
exterior.
when it gets to the dealership, you can get a wrap put on it there under the whatever, and you can do whatever colors or design or whatever.
Right. Well, and that's the thing that they're really pushing is
Yeah.
just the
Modular ability of the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
thing. It's
Yeah.
just modular. It's just plug, plug, plug.
yeah.
But Toyota has some nice ones that they're coming out with and everything. Their little trucks. Mitsubishi has their little trucks they're doing. Kia's already got, and I don't like theirs at all. Kia looks more, and the Hyundai and
Well, that's
the Ford Maverick, they all kind of look alike. I don't care for that at all. That square brick, I love that thing to death. It does. It looks like a flying brick. That's what I just think. I look at it, and that's
and
exactly what it looks like.
just today. Now I have not seen a Scion XB
Right.
first generation, 20 years old now.
Right.
I have not seen one of those in a couple of years
Right.
on the road.
Right.
And today I saw 3 of them.
Did you?
Yeah.
All together, or one right after another?
No, totally different times and places
Well,
of the
that whole style, that I don't. They thought they were trying to catch the young crowd, and they missed.
and all the older people ended up buying them
Right,
instead.
because they really thought they were cool. But
Yeah.
then they thought, well, they're not selling to the young people. We'll stop. Well, they're still being sold to the. So why?
Well, I still get, I mean, literally today, multiple people got in the back of the Flex, and the first thing they said as soon as they got in was, "Oh my God, I love this car."
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, it's got 300,000 miles on it.
Well, I think when they stopped making that one, it's just like a lot of stuff. When they stopped making that, I thought that was the Honda Element. That was a niche car because the whole inside of it was modular,
Yeah,
and
I
you could. You could.
I
The
didn't
thing
like
was,
the way the plastic looked on the outside.
well, that I understand, but it's easily modified, easily customized, and you could take a high pressure washer to the inside and rinse it all out, and you were ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, for someone like me that was into off road for all those years and doing everything,
Like one of them beach cars.
yeah, that's what it is. But they had the little
I would
motors.
say up until the 80s,
Do we lose
we
everybody?
were hosing out interiors on all kinds of cars.
What's up,
until the 80s.
KJ? How you doing, brother?
up,
KJ
man?
goes, the Three Musketeers, the Three Musky whatever, Three Musketeers,
Muskie Terrors.
Musketeers. But yeah, I mean, they got a whole bunch of those little ones that they're coming up with. But the ones that I saw that Trump was looking at when he was saying, "Oh, it's kind of cute. People could use those and stuff like that." The gas-powered ones
Yeah.
that they are using, the key vehicles that they're using over there. By the time they come over here and do whatever, so they're going to be, instead of being $10,000 cars from over there, they're going to be $30,000 cars here if we make them for here and stuff. But that would be cool too, and that way we don't have to wait for 25-year waivers before we can get them.
Me personally, I don't plan on ever buying anything ever again.
Yeah.
Hands down, anything,
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
And if I do, it'll be a van type vehicle.
Well, that's
You know,
that's my whole point.
mean,
That's why I really want the
I
van.
can't see me buying anything else vehicle wise.
Because I still got that 72, but that 72's rotted. Oh my God. Have you seen it? The 72 back there?
I've seen it. I've seen it as close as I can get to it.
Yeah. Well, there's groundhogs and raccoons living in it. Of course, they live every place else too, but
Well,
Yeah.
I can't see it. I've never been able to see anything.
Oh,
on
'cause of the
bottom
growth.
half because of
the growth, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I can only see like from the body line up.
But the Volkswagens are sitting out there too, but they're sunk into the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see the tops of the Volkswagen.
You can just barely see the tops of the Volkswagens,
Yeah.
but they are sunk clear up to the pans.
But
Are
believe me, I've been looking at that Chevy van back there for a long time.
Oh man. Well, the motor in it hasn't turned over probably for 40 years.
Yikes.
Another challenge
But it's
for you.
a 350
Well,
4-bolt main.
You know,
So
the worst part about it is it's not that it's the worst part isn't that it sat for 40 years.
yeah.
The worst part is that it sat over here in the humid area,
Oh, you mean
the most humid part of Dayton. It's sitting right in the middle of it, and I
About a
bet you
swamp.
that thing is
stuff
rock
grows
solid.
here.
About a swamp.
Stuff grows here on cars, doesn't it? It,
Oh,
it
God,
grows
yeah.
on cars.
But I really, that one, those back there behind the house,
Yeah.
I don't think any of those will ever.
Well, there's a
turn over
couple-
again.
there's a
I think they're
Cushman.
probably lock
There's a
solid.
Cushman back there. There's what else is back there? Oh, there's motorcycles back there. There's
Yeah, I would say anything back there though is probably
Graveyard.
locked solid.
everybody
beyond
says, "Where you
repair.
live?" I said, "In the swamp." They goes, "What?" And I said, "Listen, you head north on 675. When your tires get wet, you're there." Because we're in the
Even
swamp.
just today when I pulled in the driveway, I got out of the car and started walking around the back, and I was like, "Holy cow! Is that my tires? My tires must have
Oh, sinking. Yeah.
sink
Yeah.
this far in your driveway."
Yeah. And this is the highest point in the swamp.
Yeah.
This is above all ground level. We're the highest point in the swamp, and it's still marshy out here.
Yeah, I just wouldn't plan on anything over
everybody
there
keeps
behind
going-
the house being salvageable.
I know.
any
Everybody
kind of
goes,
way.
"Well, won't you wash that?" I go, "Why? Tomorrow it'll be. We have some type of fast-growing fungus all over this place.
I've never seen anything like it.
It's and you were right out there because that's not a low. That's lower than here, so that's 20 foot lower than where we are right now.
Yeah.
And then right up to the water's edge is another 40 foot lower than that place. It's swampy.
Oh yeah.
Well, a lot of it, we get a lot of the stuff that causes a lot of that is the stuff because we're so close to Park Lane. Everything runs, all their broken pipes and sewage and all that stuff runs right
See,
into
that's why I
here.
worry about that 3-bell split 3 because
Yeah.
as humid it is
Oh, yeah.
as it is over
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
and that thing hasn't. You
Yeah.
say it hasn't. You haven't
No.
squirted stuff down the cylinders in 30-something years.
Yeah. All my Volkswagens
So
and
I would
stuff.
say maybe it would have survived if it would have been
Yeah.
sprayed down every year or two. But
Well, it has
to
a-
be sitting 30-something years
Has-
over there in the humid area
has
man, it's
two
got me
40
worried.
gallon saddle tanks and an 80 gallon
Yeah.
bed tank.
And were
that's
they
full-
left? Were they
that's
left full, or
yes,
were they left empty?
they are full
Because
of
if they're left empty, they're
they are
done.
full of crap. Those all have to come out.
Didn't put stable in it, huh?
It wouldn't have mattered.
Well, that was real gas back then, but and it will last. It turns to lacquer. The new gas actually turns to a biomass, which is
Well,
an acid
The new
biomass that eats
fuel-
through it.
This new fuel doesn't last but 3 or 4 months.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It
know.
turns to a biomass.
The old stuff at least lasts 6 or 7 years.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, but when it went bad, it turned to lacquer gum.
Well, yeah.
But you could kind of dissolve it.
Stunk really bad.
Yeah, the new stuff turns to a biomass, which is acid that eats through everything. So any aluminum part, that's why all my Volkswagen motors and all that stuff, I filled them full of all the oil-based preservative to keep it from eating away and all that. Because the carburetors, there's 7 different metals in a Volkswagen motor, from steel all the way through magnesium to aluminum and pot metal. This new gas eats them up. So that's why I've got to run zinc in the oil and zinc in the gas to protect anything. That's what I, even way back when I was doing that, when they first changed over and they took the lead out of the fuels, and when they went from regular to unleaded only type of thing, and they started taking everything out of it, I had to run zinc in the oils then, zinc and polymers, and I had to put just a little bit of zinc
I
in
think it's funny that
the gas.
we've been using unleaded fuel now for, God, what, 50 years?
I'd say it started at least 50 years ago.
It's leaded fuel has not been used in probably at least 40 years.
Yeah, they phased it out. Yeah.
Yeah, they phased it out. But yet we still have to call our fuel unleaded.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like it doesn't have lead in it, so why call it unleaded?
Well, they have some of the race fuels has zinc in it. Some of it that you can get, but you buy it by the canister. Some of it has it. Like I said, I always added mine and everything. If you put too much in, it's really hard on the valve train because it gums up. Instead of being slippery, it gums up. But that's why we always used bronze silicon valve guides in a lot of the Volkswagens, because as it wears, it lubricates. It's a self-lubricating metal. So as it wears, it won't gold up and stuff. If you put too much zinc in,
like oil, like bearing.
Yeah, right. If you put too much zinc in, it'll start to gum up any metal to metal. It'll start to, a little bit's good.
Yeah.
Too much is bad. So yeah. Not sure how many people's watching, because like I said, I can't see the phone, but hey, our signal's going. We're still running. That's all I can say.
Oh, we lost the signal?
No, it's still going.
Oh.
I just can't see how many people, because the way I have this set up before, the way I had it set up when you were over here, because this is a much better looking picture than before. The other picture we had was.
It does make me look a little thinner.
Yeah. How come I look the same? Oh, it's because I'm really fat to begin with. You wanted to say it. It's okay.
I didn't say anything.
But that's one of the things I want to do if everything works out okay with mom and dad, and I can get things done that I need to do. That's one of the things I want to at least see if that'll roll over. If it will, then that'll be a project. At least I'll know, because there's been a lot of offers for that, because everybody wants it.
Like I say,
Everybody wants it, but there's a tremendous amount of work. I understand that.
Yeah,
I understand it. But if I can get the motor running, then I'll work my way out from there. So I work my way out to the transmission, because it needs all new seals in the transmission, and then work my way to all the brake lines and everything. And luckily on that motor, that big block,
400 turbo in it.
yeah, and I've got a bunch more in the garage. It just needs to be broke down and all new seals and rubbers put in it, because it dried up years ago. Like I said, I watched the transmission fluid run out of it because the seals had sat so long, they dried up. So if I can get that done, the reason I want to do it is because it's an HEI, minimal amount of any type of electronic whatever on it, period, which I want to totally stay away from, and vacuum stuff, minimal amount of vacuum stuff. It has.
I was going to say that HEI
it's an 85.
Is probably the only thing really electronic.
Right,
on that.
it's an 85. Well, that and some of the brake.
85 is going to have a couple things.
Right.
On it, but.
So, and because in 86, 87's when they went totally brain box and everything like that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the last year that you're going to get to where you don't have to deal with an ECU or any of the module.
Right.
Remember, because they went a whole bunch of those module setups and they just before ECU. And that's the reason I want to keep that. And that big block runs good. It's super strong. It doesn't get very good gas mileage, but I don't care, because what I want to use it for is to go to Grease and Peace, because I want to put a camper on the back. To go to Grease and, I want to build a camper on the back that looks like an old shed. You know what I'm talking about? Like an outhouse? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I want to do that so I can go to Grease and Peace and stay overnight, or go down to Kentucky and stay overnight.
It's peace and grease.
I know what it is.
Not grease and peace.
I know what it is. I know exactly. As you found out by the spelling of it, you found out exactly what was being being meant too.
Boy, I just, my brain I tell Bobby all the time, I'm like, man, my brain does not work like normal people.
Yes,
And
I use
swear,
yeah,
I did not. It took me a while
Yeah.
to understand
Right.
that peace and grease is not.
right. Rotilla, Kevin. Rotilla is what I use in
Enlighten me.
all of the Volkswagens, all my sandrails, all of my VW motors, anything of the air cooled ones. We used to use it in the ultralights as well. So any of the ultralight motors that we used, any of the horizontally opposed, the pancake motors, I've used it in a lot of motorcycles. So I use a lot of the Rotilla in that. If I don't use that, the VR1 with the high zinc content and stuff for the racing oils and stuff, Valvoline with VR1, I believe that's good, but I prefer the Rotilla better because one, it's half the price, and two, I think it's a better oil. But yes, thank you.
Yeah, people have been running Rotella diesel stuff.
Oh, I run.
in
I got
cars
I
for a
got
long
jugs
time.
of it.
That's
I got
what
jugs of
was
it out here
running
now.
in
The
Falcons.
Gopher, I run it all in the Gopher. Any of my race cars and stuff. If I didn't run an ad zinc, I always use the Rotilla stuff. Motorcycles, I use the Harleys. I use Rotilla in the Harley, and they oh no, you don't want, you got to use this. No,
See the Harley people. Oh, you gotta use Harley stuff.
well, no, but
A lot of the Harley guys are
yeah,
like
there's
that.
a lot of them. Well, I put 50 weight in the VW motors. The problem is you've got to do a little slow startup on those because if you don't, you'll blow the seals. And most of the metal pieces don't have rubber seals; they're all iron to iron, what they call iron to iron. So it's all flesh mount cuts. So, but any of the hoses that you put on it, or any extra stuff that you put on it that has any O-rings in it, I've blown O-rings sky high off of my sand rail by starting it up in September.
Huh.
Yeah,
Wow.
too cold in the morning, blam. Yeah, so you got to kind of warm it up a little, but it's straight 50 weight, so there's no viscosity change to it. It's straight 50 weight. But yeah, but those motors run really good at 4,500, 5,000 RPMs out in the desert with the peg to the floor with 50 weight in them, and they run really well. So, but anyway. But I'd like to get to. I'd like to once Scuba Steve gets the hive built. He said he saved me a little spot over in the corner. If I get the Gopher done and get that motor in it and whatever, I can use it to go to the close shows. I've also got Dad's old Cushman it's not running currently, but it's all there. All the parts are there, and it's together in the shop at the old place. And then I have a 47. That's a 48. Then there's a 47 that's missing a motor, and and it's rotted really bad. So I really kind of thought about getting one of the new motors. So like Steve got a 125 that has a 4-speed forward and 1 reverse, all built in there for less than $300.
Wow.
And that's what he has in the pie cart, the Buick pie cart. So he's got it in the pie cart and stuff like that, and it works really good. Well, I could put that under the where you sit on the doghouse for the scooter and make a rat rod Cushman, and I'd put a sidecar on it. You know what I mean? So,
You're like the sidecar you sent me earlier today.
oh, wasn't that awesome?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I sent him one of those. Was it Indian, or I can't remember whether it was Indian or Chinese.
Looking at the one side of it,
Yeah.
I would have never thought that there was a full-size motorcycle
On the other side.
on the other
Yeah.
side.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to get one with a 300. Most of the biggest ones they make are 250s, 225, stuff like that. I need one with a 300cc. And the 300cc usually has the bigger clutch because that thing, and they'll put 9 people on that and run them for years.
Dang.
So, I mean, people can complain about a lot of their whatever, but I believe those are the old, the copy of the Enfields. So the old Royal Enfield motors, the British bike that they now build in India, they bought the rights to it, they build in India and stuff like that. That's their copy. They can say what they want, but they run, and they put thousands of miles on them, hauling 9 people on one bike. So, I mean, with a sidecar on it, like that taxi thing. But it looks so cool. Didn't it look cool?
It was definitely
Yeah,
wild.
I mean, the way it was shaped and the way it was looking, it looked like the gopher on one side, but when you went to the other side, it had like a motorcycle shoved into it to put it,
Right.
and it was the offset
I
three
swear,
wheels.
that's exactly what it looked like. Is they
Took the bike and just
cut the side
just
of
shoved it
out
right in
and
there.
just stuck it in there.
It looked cool. I mean, I'd rock, dude, at 45, 50 mile an hour. I'd rock that all day long going to these shows, the close shows. I mean, because I'm only, 25 minutes from almost all the shows.
Ride in the sidecar with you.
Oh, yeah. You know what they call the guy in the sidecar, right? The monkey on the sidecar racings and
I was
stuff.
thinking other words that I
Oh.
didn't really say, but
No, the monkey on the sidecar and stuff like that. But those things, those are cool.
I'll be your monkey.
I'm not sure about that. Well, it's going to come up here. Look at Keith. Keith's like they're glaring.
Waiting on seeing Steve make a comment about that.
Oh, I think
About
Steve.
me being your monkey.
I think Steve went on to something else. But so I mean, if I get that done, man, there's just a lot of projects. I've got a lot of stuff here at home that I've got to take care of and everything. Some issues with the maintenance on the house and the other place and stuff like that. That's a lot of stuff. It's going to take up a lot of time. So I'm going to continue to try and get out to like a Monday night, the weekly shows, Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Friday. I'm going to try, but I'm that may have to go by the wayside. I don't know yet, and get that done. And just that way, because there's just too much to do. It's just me, and with them, there's a lot to do. Yeah. So, and I've got maintenance to do and the yards to mow, and anyway, we're going to try and do that. But I'll try and get to the closer shows. I just need something. I can use the car or whatever and stuff to go to the closer shows, but I'd like to actually be able to kind of participate in it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why Steve's got Vinny. So he has the little Vespa that he calls Vinny. I mean, if I had something like that with a sidecar that I could just put my scooter up on the side, the platform, like what they call them, delivery cars. So it's like a delivery platform. Set that up on there, run a strap on it. I could use it to go whatever. And it would make me feel like I was more participant in the show than just showing up. And
well, you can be a participant now the way it is.
I want to be able to drive.
Take that little white car you've got out there. Don't wash it and just pull it right in the middle of a car show. And the patina would be off the hook.
You notice I washed it, right?
No, I did not.
Yeah,
I never look at it because you never wash it.
It was green, and now it's brown.
Oh,
I washed it.
Moved it around, huh?
Well, I washed it, and it killed the fungus because I put the stuff on it to kill it.
Yeah,
and it killed the fungus. But the only reason it's not growed back is because it's been too cold out there for it.
Well, the brown is rust.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. It only got a couple little spots. Rust. It's only got a couple spots of rust on it. It's just the fungus.
The paint's just growing.
Yeah. It's like a chia pet on wheels.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You've got a car you can go in, put in the car show now.
Well, I thought about
nobody around here has ever seen anything like it.
I'll bet you it's very rare nobody's seen a GT model of that. They usually see the regular one,
swamp paint,
or they see the 4-wheel drive one that they made of that. But very, very few have seen a full-blown what they call them showroom racers, the GT models of that, because that's a quick little car for as big as the pistons are in it and stuff, that little thing for a Toyota powered thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a quick little car, and it has bodies. The body kit that's on it is factory that nobody ever ordered.
We'll clean it up for you.
Well, if Digger and I can take and do the hood, because I
thought
can.
About that, but the thing is he's going to bring it home and set it right back out here.
Yeah, there's no.
A week or two later, it's not going to look any different than.
No, it's going to be a mess. There's no way.
Because he doesn't. He can't.
I can't put it inside. I can't put it inside.
He's not going to go out there and cover it up every night.
No, with the energy and the pain that I have to go through. That's the whole thing about the golf cart. It's fantastic to be able to take it so I don't have to walk or whatever and stuff because of that. But the pain that I have to go through putting it on and taking it off, man, it sometimes just not worth it. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it. I'd rather take my scooter, pull it off to the side of the road and sit there in my scooter by the roadside.
Well,
It's
I
much
know
nicer
not
with a
gonna
golf
be-
cart.
It's not going to be worth it for you to just go to a show, do your videotaping, and then you pack up and go to the next show. It's not
No,
worth taking
no.
a golf cart.
Well,
for
that
you
and
know.
that and if I'm out and I took the golf cart to one, I have to bring the golf cart back home because I can't even park in the parking lot at the next one with the trailer on like that. They don't.
Yeah.
That doesn't fly. So I have to kind of pick the shows that will allow me to have the golf cart. And if I go to a place and then I say, well, where's your handicap parking for trailers? They go over there, and I go over there and park. They park all the way around me, and I can't even get the golf cart back on the trailer or the trailer truck out to leave. They park all around me. And they look at me like I'm crazy for parking there. I said,
Well, you
this
are,
is
but,
where they
you know.
told me to park. So I've come to the realization I'm going to park where I want to, the way I want to.
If you get there later than having to be the first or
Then
second person
then
there,
there won't. Then what's the use of me coming? All the cars have already rolled in.
But I'm saying though, if you got there,
But all the
later,
cars
you
have
wouldn't be trapped in
all the
like that.
cars have already rolled in. And my whole point of getting there early is to do what?
The rolling.
Get the roll-ins. Why? Because hundreds and hundreds of people ask me to, because they love the roll-ins.
Yeah.
If you see the algorithm on mine,
I
roll-ins on mine is the hugest algorithm
was
that I
not
have.
impressed with them the first time I saw them on your page.
Yeah.
You know, I thought, why would you want the roll-ins? You know, I want to see the car. I don't want to watch it just drive by. But now, after I've been involved with this
Yeah.
and everything, and I've talked to people and everything,
They really like that.
really like the
They
roll-ins.
really like it
Yeah.
because they don't get to see or hear their car. That's why
Yeah.
I try and get there before the DJs get there. I love your DJs. I love you all, but turn the shit down. because
copyrights, YouTube.
yeah, because I can't use the sound of the car while that music's playing in the background.
Right.
You know, and I'm not telling them what to do. I'm just saying these are the facts. This is just the facts.
YouTube copyright stuff has
Right.
gotten
They are
wow,
crazy.
they've gotten cracked
They
down
are
on so
crazy.
bad. They're now starting to penalize people for every cuss word.
Yes.
If you have a
Right.
channel that
Right.
uses certain words,
Right. Well, the AI
they penalize you for each time you say it.
the AI is sniffing everything. That's what they're running. They're running like we used to run crawlers and sniffers way back in the day. So back in the 80s, you could type in and run a program that would find key phrases or words because everything was text back then.
Right.
There wasn't all the video. There wasn't. So it was all text stuff. And we could sniff that all out and find people that continually use the same stroke and command to run viruses and everything. We could actually find where that was coming from or where it was in your machine by running a crawler or a sniffer. Well, the AI is a crawler and a sniffer on steroids by the thousands.
Well, yeah.
They find voice inflections. They find people that are angry. Did you see YouTube's thing? They're
40
wanting
years, 40 years newer, which might as well be
Right.
100 years
if
in technology.
if they do this
you know.
thing that they want to do with keeping young folks off because it's rotting their brain, and it is.
I think
It's proven. It's
really
proven.
think-
It's proven if you're
there's a lot of
5 years old to 14 years old. There's a lot of influence that's
There's a
been
lot of technology that is making people
crazy.
much stupider.
Well, crazier.
Dumbing down.
Anyway,
It
they've
is
got
really dumbing them down.
they've got the facial recognition now on the phone. What they're trying to pass, that if a young person, and they can tell the difference on the age of a person by their face,
Yeah.
you know, lines and whatever and stuff, that if you're younger or under, it sends up a warning and locks you out because you're too young to be watching it.
God.
I was just watching all that stuff. I need to start downloading all this stuff and everything. But yeah, it's wild. But that's the same facial recognition that they're using at the stoplights.
Oh yeah.
So all of your stoplight cameras and everything that's going on, well, they've figured out a way to use that signal to your phone. They're talking to each other at the stoplights and your phone and everything, so that they know exactly where you're going. That's what they're doing now out in.
That way you can't pop up and say, hey,
It
somebody
wasn't
else
me.
was driving
Yeah,
my
it
car.
wasn't me. Because they got your face and your signal.
Man.
Yeah, it's it's really cool, but it's scary as all get out.
No more transferring seats.
Well, you know, I was just thinking about this the other day that, you know, say over the last 40 years is when technology has really exploded.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. By leaps and bounds. Yeah.
oh yeah, but the stuff that we are seeing right now that's happened over the last 40 years is not going to be anything compared to what's going to
No.
happen over the next 40 years. You know,
Melissa.
oh, somebody from Facebook.
Melissa?
But-
Was that Melissa?
But, you know, technology
Nova.
goes in a completely different time frame than real time.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, it
Well,
is so much
it
faster.
used to
than real
be.
time,
It used to be.
you know.
Oh, say so. Like 82. In 1982, every 10 years or so was the turnover in parts and technology.
Yeah.
Now,
Now it's yearly.
well,
It-
now
it-
it's by the time you get the new parts
it's
that come out in
already-
your phone, it's already 6 months to a year
Yeah.
outdated.
Right.
That's why you get someone that's getting a phone or the new technology every year. It's
Which you remember what I was talking about the Ender?
yes,
You know, one of the worst things about that Ender was that it was an Ender Pro, you know, or whatever. But the thing is there are 8 or 10 different versions of that, and there was no way, nothing that I could look at to see exactly which Ender I had.
Yeah.
There's 8 other ones that are not interchangeable.
right.
That all have the exact same name, created in the same year, and everything. And it
Yeah. Well, the phones that I use, a lot of
they're
the
changing stuff too fast. Is what I'm
oh,
saying. They can't.
the
they can't
hardware
even-
the hardware
2 years
cannot
after the
keep
fact,
up.
If you look back at your unit, they're going to say,
Right.
"Well, which version of that unit did you have?"
The hardware
Because
is
we had 20 of them.
as far as manufacturing the hardware, as far as making the hardware, they can't keep up with the leaps and bounds that the software has already made.
Right.
So now they're just going, we'll just throw that all out and we'll just shut all the support for that off and build something totally new.
Right.
But there's nothing wrong with what you got. And you already paid bagoozu money for what you had, and they say throw it away. So even these phones that I've got, that some of them that people donate to me, some of them are 10 years, 15 years old and stuff. They're great cameras as far as that goes. But they keep telling me they're trying to update, but they can't update because the software, the operating system, is larger than the ability of the phone's storage.
Because it is.
Right.
When that phone was manufactured,
Right.
they never knew.
They never knew.
it would live long enough.
Listen,
to need
I
the
was
newer
loading
technology.
operating systems on a 2 gigabyte hard drive, and there was still 1.5 gigs left. It only took a few, 750 megabytes is all it took. That's a CD
Yeah.
to run an entire Windows operating system. Period.
Well, you remember back in the days of DOS, there was
Yeah, what Dawson had.
a program that I swore by called Directory Commander,
Yeah,
DCOM,
yeah.
and the entire DCOM
Floppy?
fit on one floppy.
Okay, a single-sided
The
floppy
entire
was
program.
yeah, a double-sided floppy. A single-sided floppy was 144.
144.
Yeah, and a double-sided was 3.5. Okay, but a 550 or 580 was the
Yeah,
the 4.5s.
Right.
The 5-inch disc, and so I believe I showed you out at the warehouse. I've got
8-inch.
9-inch.
Yeah, that's
9-inch.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I knew they had
I've got
8 and
9-inch
9-inch.
floppies that only had 230 on it. That was it, 230 megabytes, and they ran entire systems off of that. Computers as big as houses.
Now
It
you
was
got gigs,
yeah.
tens of gigs.
Now, if you don't have and we used to run 40 megabyte video cards. Now, if you don't have at least a 8 gig video card, you can't run any of the new software that I need to run to make all the stuff I want to do and stuff. That's the reason I haven't bought any new computers, because I need 8 gigs of video RAM, not operating system RAM, video RAM, to just do the software they want. That's why I'm still using Windows 95 stuff, because all of my old computers, I mean, all the ones I have here that I use daily to do whatever I need to do, will run everything, and I just can't use them online.
Yeah.
So the AI stuff, the music that we were using, I'm sorry, Keith, didn't mean to leave you.
That's right.
Are you learning anything?
Sure.
Okay. Keep telling yourself that.
Or, I'll forget it all while that's when I get home.
He'll step outside and burp. It'll be gone. I said burp. I was going to say, but yeah. Anyway, but I forgot what I was going to say. But what was I going to say?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Must have been something. Oh, but that's why the software we were talking about, Keith, that does the AI that creates the songs. So you tell it what style you want it to be written in and sung in, and then a theme, and then you put in the words, and the AI will create it for you and make those songs.
There's a whole bunch of those on TikTok.
Right. Well, there's people out there that their entire YouTube channel, that's all they do, and they have hundreds of thousands of viewers.
Some are pretty
YouTube
good.
is
Actually.
now starting to crack down.
They're
They
gone
want to eliminate it.
They made changes to the rules on that because those people were
They don't want people to get monetized by using AI video.
right because they're not really
It's kind of like
doing this song.
Well, it's not their song.
I-
So they got paid
right.
first.
And
not
since
anybody's song.
since you can't tax a machine computer, you can't tax a machine, you have to tax the creator, the artist. Okay?
Yeah.
Because the artist wants some money.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They deserve the money. But how are you going to tax a machine?
Yep.
How are you going to get, you know what I mean? So
it's going to come back on
Yeah.
the YouTuber.
so if I was racing and I bought a race car and built a race car, I'm still driving it. Well, with this, you're not driving.
Right.
You see what I mean? So they don't tax your car. Well, they tax you using
You're
your
just
car.
telling it what the layout
Yeah.
of the track is, and
Right,
you're letting
right, and let it
run
go.
the track.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 There's no control whatsoever. After it launches, there's no control whatever. The entire AI. That's the same way with Chat GPT and all
I
those
know
places.
you can add on to them and change things.
Right, but it's still under the computer control. The AI's control is totally making the choices. You give it guidelines.
You're not even doing any of that on your own computer. You're doing it on
Yes, it's
somebody
all.
else's.
It's on. Well,
you
these
know.
data centers that they want to build, that's where all this goes. You can't. Your computer could never be strong enough to run one of these free.
Well,
It has to be tethered.
eventually. Computers, and I know you've already seen this. Computers, phones. I mean, anything technology related. Eventually, they're just going to be a workstation. They're not going to be a computer.
Well, Microsoft has been trying to do that since the 90s.
I mean, yeah.
They've been.
trying to do
Microsoft
that.
has been
I
trying to
remember
do
when the
that.
Workstations
Right.
were a big thing back in the 90s.
Well, you
But-
have a master server. You
but
have the
it's
big
going
master
to-
server, and you run a remote station off from that.
it's gonna
Your
get
computer
back
that
to
you're
that a
working
lot
doesn't
more.
even. It won't run self-sustained. That's what they're doing. The entire world.
Right.
Your cars are going to be like that. Tesla's
I mean,
close
they're
to.
already getting to
Tesla's
that point
close
where
to that now.
You can't download software anymore. You have to run it on somebody else's
Right.
computer.
Because
know.
you couldn't afford to have the computer that was capable of running that. You have to run everything live
Yeah.
online. Yeah. And then they want to charge you per use. So you pay $200-300 for a computer, $200-300 for software, and then you have to continually pay every week or month to use your computer. Even though you bought it, and guess what? You don't own any of it. You own the parts. You don't own any of the
Stop
software.
paying for it and see if you can still use
Yeah.
it.
It won't even work offline because it has to be online to work.
Yeah.
A lot of those are coming. Well, I don't know. How do we got off of that right into computers? I love it
Right off the rails.
because you know that was my thing for years. But yeah, I blame you.
I haven't even said anything. when you went off the rails.
But I really think that even cars are going to get to a point where
That's exactly what they
they
want to do.
are.
Listen.
They're very generic. There's nothing going to be special
my
about them.
Oh, I thought Dad fell.
Every one of them is going to be exactly the same.
Yeah.
And
Well, again,
you know,
Tesla.
I wouldn't doubt that eventually, someday, it'll even get to the point where you'll go out and as long as you sign up for the service, you'll be able to walk out of Walmart and just pick a car.
Well, they
You slide
Okay.
your card in there or
In-
whatever, and it says, "Oh yeah, you're approved."
in China.
And you can take
In
that car.
China,
and
in China,
drive
they
it,
have those
you know.
electric vehicles now where you just stop and stand in a spot, stop a car, pull up, you get in, tell it where you want to go.
Yeah, they're in Vegas.
Yeah, they're testing them here, but the problem is the ones they have here keep running over people.
That could be a problem.
Well, the thing over in China, they got how many billions of people? They run over a few of them. Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody over there.
They're-
Yeah,
They don't
different-
care.
They won't be
different
missed.
rules.
They don't care.
Different
You
rules.
There's
you
8 billion
you
times.
mow down grandma coming out of the bingo parlor here, and somebody's going to die. They will tear that car to pieces. I'm just amazed that they haven't done. But look at the cars that are the self-driving cars now that are running through all of the school bus stops, nearly hitting kids and people and stuff. That's happened multiple times. And guess
Now-
what? There's nobody to ticket. Who are they going to ticket?
Now, one thing that I'm surprised they have not done yet, and I know that it's got to be in the future plans.
Yeah.
Is I don't know if you heard, but now they're talking about 2026 now. All cars manufactured 2026 and up have a kill switch built
Yes.
into them.
Yeah. Well,
Mandatory.
all your Cadillacs already have that. Remember that where this came from was OnStar's ability to shut things off.
Yeah.
Remember OnStar
Oh, yeah.
used to be the
Yeah.
cops would call up OnStar, give them the numbers, hit the thing,
And
they'd
you
hit the
shut
kill button,
down.
bring.
Yeah, well, now they're doing
Teslas.
Was that for the
Teslas
cops
do the
to
same
chase
thing.
people?
Well, that's what they
it's
used it for.
anybody. Repos. I
Right.
mean, if you haven't paid
That's
for
what
yours,
they
they'll
originally
just shut your
used it
car
for.
off.
But now,
You know?
well, Teslas do the same thing. They
Yeah.
they're if
But I'm
it,
saying though, this soon.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna
It's
do it.
already
Yeah.
saying, 2026 and up.
yeah.
So you don't
Everything now has the kill switch in it.
Don't do those wheel
as
locks.
It isn't-
long
isn't just the
for myself,
high-end
and I
cars
said
or
this
anything.
when everybody was about the electric vehicles and stuff. For myself, as long as they don't say all internal combustion engines have to go, you can no longer have a classic car, antique car, or a burner. As long as they tell us we can't have those, I don't care what they come out new, because pretty much there's nothing they make new other than those little trucks. You know what I mean? For something like that, or the whatever. There's none of this new stuff that I really even care about.
But I really think it'll get to a point where cars, it's like you pay X amount per month
Yeah.
for access to use a vehicle.
Yeah.
But you may use a different vehicle every day.
Right. It's not yours.
Of the month.
It's just like the
Because
little
you are renting
the
vehicle,
bird scooters.
You are renting a
layaway.
vehicle, but not a specific vehicle.
Right. The bird scooters. You use a bird scooter. When you get off of it, you park it. You go, when you come back,
Yeah.
you tap your card on a different one, because
Yeah,
the one you
bikes.
had's
So they got
gone.
cars like
They
that.
got bikes downtown
Yeah.
like that.
You get on
need a
that.
car?
Whatever. The
Yeah.
cars will be the same way. I don't have again, for that happening, I don't have a big problem with that, as long as they tell me I can't
As long as they
have.
don't try to force you to do it.
Right. As long as they tell me I can't have what I can make run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On petrol. As long as they don't tell me, I don't have a big problem with it. I think it's stupid as hell.
I think the current people in charge are making sure now that
Well, they kicked all
gas
that-
engines are going to stick around
Right.
for a while.
Well, it was supposed to be 2036, no more gas.
Yeah.
right.
period.
And that's blown out.
And that's
now.
blown out now. I mean, that's good. Again, I don't have a problem with that, because that way I have a choice on what I want to buy and what I don't want to buy.
And I don't care. Make
And I
gas,
can go-
make it electric. That's fine.
Make it a
Let
hybrid.
it be my choice as to which
Absolutely.
one I get.
That's exactly what I. So if I want to go,
Make it a
if I want to go get my,
Well, and that's what they said. That's
Yeah.
what we're talking about. Everything
that
was
is
heading
the
towards
best
that.
thing. That
Yeah.
is the best thing.
Yeah.
Electric,
Get the best of both worlds.
electric in town, and gas on the highway.
Get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Period. So if they're worried about emissions, we're worried about this, whatever, and start and stop, accelerate, stop. That wears batteries out fast, but it also puts wear and tear on a internal combustion engine and lots of pollution and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But once you get out and operate it, whatever, it takes nothing to maintain a speed on batteries or internal combustion. Once you get up to that, it's the getting up and coming down and getting up and coming. That's what the wear and tear and the whole thing
But,
is.
you know,
But a hybrid is absolutely,
the one thing that they're doing still that I'm pretty sure within our lifetime we're
Yeah.
going to see this
maybe yours.
completely stop.
Maybe yours. I'm not sticking around that long.
And what I'm talking
tired.
about is speed controlled vehicles.
Oh yeah.
Because I personally I see
But like a governor.
zero reason for your everyday car. I'm not talking about your weekend car.
Yeah.
Okay. Your everyday daily driver. I see no reason why that car should ever be able to maximize over 80 miles per hour.
Yeah.
for
Like
any possible reason.
like a governor.
A car in my opinion, a car does need to accelerate heavily because there are situations where you need to be able to do
True,
that.
but
Remember how they were putting
golf carts are governed, you know.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean, you
yeah.
you floor
Well,
it. It can get up and go
right,
pretty
right.
quick. But once it gets to the top, it goes.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
That's
nothing
how
there.
that's how the Gopher was until I rewired it all and cut everything off and put heavier springs in the fuel rail and then it would go. It still gradually
I
went
just
up.
really
Yeah.
think that we are not very far from them. Government saying,
Yeah.
Regulate
okay,
the speed.
for now,
Well-
these certain majority of the cars,
And I believe
if a manufacturer makes over X amount of cars,
right.
they all have to, you know, be
Well, yeah.
controlled by the environment. In other words, if you're on a road that says it's 45 mile an hour, you will not be able to exceed 45 miles an hour.
In 2028, if things don't happen positively, we will see a lot of crap that was gotten rid of come back.
Yeah.
And that's when we really, really need to worry.
That's the only
But
thing that's scaring
I'm
me
not
right
trying to
now
be
is
I'm
that
not being political about it and stuff like that. It's
everyone
just
that comes into office
they
can
make their own
completely
thing.
change
Yep.
everything.
Every time. Every
even
time.
though everything can be running great for 50 years,
And
they can change
and they've
it.
already proven everything they were saying about environment and all the best things to do and all that's all been disproven.
Yeah. Right.
Especially like the windmill thing. I mean, we knew that before they said costs more to do this than it does to, totally whatever. But anyway, sorry, we're going to go away from politics again. But I mean, it's how
We're
it.
trying to stay away from it a
it's-
little bit.
it's
but
how it-
sometimes some of the stuff
Just seems
unavoidable.
Just seems to get into.
Well, it does because it's affecting the car culture, and that's my community. That's the bikes and the cars and the stuff like that. That's my community. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. It is we're discussing about its effect that I've seen since when I was, from the 50s to now,
Yeah.
and what it's done. And again, I don't have a problem with electric. I don't have a problem with electric. I just don't want to be told not. I don't want to be told nothing, dude.
Well, everything should be a choice.
I'm glad they're bringing
you
this,
know.
this slogan back.
What's that?
USA and your Chevrolet.
Oh yeah, they did. You would.
Chevrolet better do something because they've been hurting lately.
Yeah.
Well, if they build something that
If they
would last.
build something that wasn't $100,000.
Again, we've been GM since day one,
And I wouldn't buy a GM right now for nothing.
but some of the choices that they've made and whatever stuff, and what they've put out for people to have.
Suspect.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think since the pandemic in 2019, when that started to hit,
Yeah,
I really think that any and all vehicles made since 2019
I think it was.
are crap.
I think
Every one of them's got major issues.
I think it was 03 for myself. I started noticing things in 03. Within a year, shit was happening to things that should have never happened
But,
for
I mean,
at least
it
3 to 9 years.
It compounded.
Oh,
big
and it
time
does every
once that when
Just
the
cutting
pandemic
corners
hit,
on parts. And
Yeah.
Stuff.
it killed everything.
Yeah. And then again, you think of some of the stuff that was manufactured someplace else, and you look at it, and it's awesome. You look at the technical engineering of some of the components of the little cars that I'm
Yeah.
kind of quirky about. My gosh, I like it to this. I liken it to the type of thing that was produced and manufactured 52 through 65. There was some, and then the quality did in America did start to whatever, but just the engineering
normal with
standpoint, right? But just the
anything
engineering of a 1962 a Pontiac or a 62 Mopar or something like that. Oh my gosh,
Well,
that car
I'm
was
sure that when
awesome.
your dad was working at GM,
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah,
that
yeah,
I mean I don't know the years, but say in 1965,
yeah.
if he was working in the factory in 65 and he was working there also in 57,
Yep.
I'm sure that
Yep.
in 65 he says we don't build cars like we did in 57
No,
anymore.
well, it's
know.
not so much. It's not so much.
I'm just saying technology
It's
changes.
it's the engineering on how they actually put those parts together. granted, they didn't have the technology to do certain things that they can nowadays, but what they were utilizing to put those together was of a far greater quality
Oh yeah.
and stuff
But
like
I'm
that.
saying though, people say nowadays that, oh man, these cars, like I'm sitting here saying right now, these cars made right now in 2026 are no better than anything 2019 and up. I
Yeah.
think is bad.
Yeah. Well, they
But the thing
programmed
is
in
I'm
that
just
shelf
saying,
life,
I'm just saying, if you go back 30 years
right?
and look at, say, from 79 to 85, or 86, I'm sure that your dad was sitting there saying, these darn cars in
Yeah.
86 are junk compared to the ones we built back in 79.
There was 80s and 90s
That's
was
just normal.
80s and 90s was a rough time for automobiles because of the
Oh,
weather.
yeah, I know. They went through a lot.
That was some hard times and stuff. But you have a hundred year
Plastic
the
interiors and
T's, the
GMs fell
A's, the
apart,
coupes. So the teens up through 32, 34, 36, 37. Oh my gosh, the quality of that car, they're still running
Still
to
100
today.
years, 100 years old.
And they're still running
still
today.
going.
And granted, you can't hardly get them. Did they have the performance? No, but that's not my point. My point was the quality of engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe that's why
I
like.
one of the most interesting vehicles that I've ever been involved with is Dad's old 46 Willys Jeep.
Yeah, but the
3 wrenches,
right
or,
design
3 tools.
design purpose for
and you can
that.
take that whole thing apart.
Design purpose for that was to be able to get it to from point A to point B, run the dog piss out of it, fix it with
They had cotter
3
pins holding
tools,
shocks on.
3 pin, fix it with 3 different tools, put it back together, and then get your butt out of trouble. And that's what I'm saying. The whole design, engineering, stuff like that. Now, did they ride good? No.
No.
Were they fast? No. Unless you had the Hurricane, the Generals,
But it
the
was
Hurricane
a Jeep.
motors. Yeah.
Did it do the job that
Specific
they needed
purpose.
to do?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got you to point A to point B.
Yeah.
That's all.
And and a lot of them are still running. I mean,
it didn't matter if that hill was like that; it would go up it.
it was they were dumping. But yeah, I'm looking forward to finally getting to a real show because we've missed so many of those ones. I mean, it's been horrendous, man.
Well, hopefully this
I'm ready to
summer
cause trouble
will
again.
be a little bit not quite so freaking hot as it was last year. So
Do
hopefully,
you think it's supposed to be cooler? I thought it was supposed to stay warm.
I don't know. I haven't heard, but
I heard we were supposed to have a
hoping that
wetter.
after this crazy winter we had. Hopefully, we have.
Well, that
really
we're in
cool-
that whole
ain't
jet
over
stream
yet.
cycle thing for the next whatever. It's supposed to be a lot more wetter days. That's the problem. We're in that 100-year whatever where it's bad winter and then wet summers and then we're in that cycle. So and it could last quite a while. So I don't know, but
I would love to see
we'll try
that
to.
one summer. Yeah.
You all
I
right?
told you I was tired, man.
We stayed awake.
For some reason, I just couldn't.
this
get
weekend's first
couldn't fall
NASCAR
asleep
race,
last
too,
night. It was
Yeah,
after-
that's what
after 3
days
o'clock in
on
the
Sunday.
morning.
I think so.
Sunday?
Daytona 500, baby.
Bye, Amy.
Cletus is
Yeah,
kicking butt.
yeah.
So
yeah.
Cletus McFarland.
Cletus.
Did you see the Camaro he bought? That it was a
talking about the turbo thing.
yeah. What a piece of crap.
He's already gotten rid of
What
it.
a piece of junk that
Yeah,
thing was.
he's already gotten rid of that.
What was it? What was it powered by? Like a jet
I don't remember. Was that a jet?
jet engine?
A jet engine or
What
something?
about
like?
40 mile an hour or at least? That was funny. I watched the video.
I was never impressed with the car from the get go when they first aired. That
Was he running it on JP4 diesel or what was he running it on?
he was running on jet fuel.
JP4.
I mean, it was a.
High octane. Yep,
Yeah.
that's a
can
real
never
jet
get-
motor.
But the thing is,
You never get to
it was
run.
in a completely streetable package.
Right.
It was like my car. It looked just
Now
like my car.
they made turbine motors. The turbine motors that they had, which were similar to, but the turbine motors, and the heat buildup, and that's the true jet motor or the 2 rocket jet motors, nothing but heat. That's the whole thing.
Well, yeah.
So yeah,
It was
but
a-
the
I don't think
helicopter.
you can avoid the heat.
No,
with
that's
one
the
of those.
thing. That's what they run off of.
Yeah.
That's what they run off of to produce the
Yeah.
energy to go.
Melted everything. in there.
Cleet got that car, and then I think he he worked out a deal with somebody else that works for him that they ended up with it, and then it
was a
wasn't
bad
very long
investment.
before he sold that one
That's a
off.
bad
The
investment.
because
It
in
was
like
just,
tractor
it was
pulls,
a useless car.
like
you
in
know.
tractor pulls and the jet dragsters and stuff, they use a lot of the turbines out of helicopters because they're small and compact, but produce a tremendous, 20,000 horsepower. Yeah, just crazy, ungodly stuff.
Like those jet cars.
But yeah, they, I mean, they run. It's small, but they produce a tremendous amount. Well, that's why they use a lot of the aircraft motor jets to
Things sounded cool.
dry up the
We
tracks
drove
and stuff when they get wet or when they spill oil downs or whatever. They'll pull those out and whatever, and you just see the oil blistering out of the tarmac and stuff. So,
I mean, it sounded cool. But it only went like 20 mile an hour.
yeah.
I think it did have capability to crank up pretty
There's
good.
an old
but-
guy. He's like 70, maybe 80 years old. I'm calling a 70-year-old 80. I'm 71. Old guy. Yeah, them old guys. Get off my lawn. Then he puts all those motors on go-karts, bicycles, and you see him going across the desert, and all you see is these 3 exhaust glowing red with flame 10 feet out the back going across the desert on a bicycle.
God.
It's on. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it
Put
and
a
stuff. But
Hellcat
it went.
engine in a go kart one time. That was fun.
Oh my gosh, a whole Hellcat in a go kart?
Yep.
Because a Hayabusa motor they are just what
you
traction?
need to go watch a YouTube channel called Cars and Cameras.
Yeah, you've seen it.
I don't know if he's.
I don't think I have.
There are a bunch of guys that basically
What's
they
the
do
other
is
dude's-
create stuff.
What's the other dude saying?
Mini bike stuff, and
It'll work, or that's good, or
it'll be fine.
it'll be fine. The whole thing, the whole side of this motor's blowed out, and he goes, "Oh, it'll be
It'll
fine."
be fine.
I can fix it.
No, they run it just like that.
Yeah.
Well, the plumbing company, the guys too,
Grindhard.
yeah, Grindhard.
Yeah.
Dude, their little Barbie
I don't watch
cars
them
and
as
stuff.
Much,
That
but
Barbie
I
cars
have
and
watched
stuff
them.
that they build and all that stuff and everything. Oh my goodness. Did I send you the picture of that little trike, that European Vespa trike and stuff that was racing? Two wheels in the back, got a Hayabusa motor on it or whatever, and he races and does drifting with it and stuff. I know I've sent it
No,
to you.
well, is that 3-wheel thing?
Yeah, it's 3-wheel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and the front
it
end.
looked like the French.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was either a Vespa or whatever. I think it was the Vespa, because Vespa made
cars.
right
The guy that changes
Izetta,
the tires. Yeah.
the Izettas. Yeah, well that
kinda
on
reminded
cars.
me of
Yeah,
those, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, dude,
They had some kind of French, the forklift things.
it's Luigi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are
Luigi.
Those are Vespas.
Yeah.
Luigi, but that's Italians, Vespas. Yeah. Anyway, I dig. Oh, dude, if I get my big fat butt in that thing, they could hear me coming clear. I could fire it up, and they'd hear me on Thursday night going, "Oh, he's on his way." It was awesome.
I think we lost everybody.
No, I don't know how many we had. I'll get to see here after a while and stuff on who's what. Matter of fact,
People
I can't.
definitely are not talking very much.
No.
I mean, I think we're
Yeah.
talking like crazy, but
Yeah.
they aren't.
Well, I never claimed to be that interesting. As far as that goes and
More
everything.
entertaining than last week.
Yeah.
I tried to.
Well, mostly I just like being able, since I can't get you guys over here together and stuff, because I can't, I called Melissa and them guys, but that's a long ways from
Yeah.
on the other side of Springfield to
Yeah.
drive all the way over here and stuff. And I've never know what Melissa's going to say.
Looking forward to seeing everybody next week.
I am too. I mean, the Power Ram is going to be so cool. Hopefully, like I said,
It's going to be really nice to get out and see car people.
yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest. I really don't care about old cars anymore. I really don't.
You just want to see the people.
Ever since that thing with the van, I just
know.
don't care about old cars.
I know, but,
But I
you
love
gotta
the people.
You gotta come. You gotta
know.
come out of the funk. You gotta get defunct. We're gonna defunk you.
Never again.
We'll get you
Like I
defunct.
say, I'll never buy another new car. I'll never buy another old car. All I will buy is something if it's van type vehicle.
Yeah, I can't.
That would be all I ever
As
buy.
of right now, the only thing that even interests me, new car wise, would be one of those little trucks. And not that I need it, or not that I think it'd be the greatest whatever stuff, but I think for what I for what I need to do, and the price,
Just the right kind of.
it fits perfect because I believe I'd get the one that looks like looks like the Flex that has the full thing, or looks like a Blazer instead of a pickup.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
SUV looking.
Yeah, it still only has 2 doors, but the back flips up. I can put my thing in there. I can flip the one seat, the passenger seat forward, and have another row of seats there. Put mom and dad in, put mom or dad in, and then I can still use it. And like I said, 300 miles on a charge, and it plugs into regular household use.
That's Dodge is making that.
No, Slate. Period.
It's a brand new company.
100% American made.
Yeah.
Period. I mean, that's another reason too.
They've already done a big debut.
Yeah, they've
with
got
it
them all
on,
over.
Jay Leno.
Yeah, Jay Leno did it.
They've had
And
Jay Leno drive
their engineers, the lady that actually designed that, she's smart.
Yeah, well, she was on with Jay.
Yeah, she was
Leno.
on with Jay,
Yeah.
but she left and went out with Dude.
There was a dude and her.
Yeah, Dude was the promoter.
Yeah.
She was the actual
Right.
designer.
She was the designer.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Yeah, because
So-
as soon as I was watching it, I was like, she's the one I'm going to listen to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Other guy was a salesman. He was
Yeah.
just a representative and whatever. But they're going to have dealerships around whatever and stuff like that. And I believe they're making it so that the entire battery pan can be pulled out and slide into it. Unlike a
Now,
Tesla
that, I
that
think,
pretty
is-
much has to be totally dismantled
That
to
is
do
the
anything
other
with
thing
it.
I never
Put a battery
understood.
in your phone.
With these
Yep.
electric cars, they need to make a
Yeah.
universal
Yeah,
battery pack that is
Everybody
easily
wants their own
popping it down.
proprietary stuff, just like
I
your
know, but the
phones
thing
and
is,
cameras. I know.
If they did that, then
Sure.
you could take any
Sure.
car, and when you needed
Yeah.
to fuel up,
Yeah.
you could just pull it in somewhere.
Well,
they drop
that's what
it,
this is.
They throw the other one up in there.
Well,
and
that's what this is.
you're out in
It's
the
a
time
huge-
it takes you to pump it
It's a
gas.
huge cell. You pull up, and if you don't want to recharge, you slide that one out, slide another one in. You're gone. 5 minutes. And it's
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm saying. It
you
would
hit your
be
credit
just
card.
as fast
You hit
as
your
going
credit
to a
card, and
regular
you
pump.
just paid for the charge because all that again. It's the same way as the little e-bikes that you can rent, or the little
Battery and a radio.
the bird scooters that you can rent and stuff like that.
Just like put little batteries in your radio. It's like,
Foster, what's up, buddy? How you doing? I don't know how many people's out there watching and stuff because I got my whole system turned around where I can't see the screen right. But good to see you, brother. Or know that you're there. But yeah, I mean, like I
How
said,
are you seeing him right now?
yeah, I know. Trust me, I see a lot of things that most people can't. You got to go back and in flashbacks.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Remember, LSD is a lipo solid dissolvent. So fat cells, as they dissolve, will release acid back into your system. That's where you're getting flat. The people get real. Oh, I'm tripping, getting a flashback. That's
Oh, is
what.
that why?
Yeah, because if you take a dose, of course you're stoned, but it stores in a fat cell. So 10, 20 years later, that fat cell goes, oh, it's time to be dissolved, and back into the system. You go, whoa! You didn't know that?
No.
Why do you think all
And
this?
I'm trusting that you're telling me the truth, because if it was Bobby telling me this, I'd be like,
Oh, no,
yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
believe in anything you
That's
tell
why
me.
you get all
Suddenly
the,
get this rush.
all the
He likes to
old-
mess with me too
the
much.
old-
man.
the
he
old-
likes to mess with me.
Bobby, the old stoners will go, whoa, like that. Like Cheech and Chong used to make fun of it,
Yeah.
but it's for real. When it stores up into the fat cells,
I never
and once
did
that dissolves,
I
it goes
never
right,
messed with anything.
it goes right back to your brain.
like a shot of adrenaline.
I never
Yeah,
messed with
well,
anything like that. So.
Me neither. But some people think I am sometimes. But I'm not.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that's how that works. So, flashback, I'm tripping, man. Well, yes. That's what happens. I don't know.
So, yeah, I messed with a little bit of Mary Jo over the years. But
Mary Jo. No. Mary Jane.
yeah.
Mary
yeah.
Jo.
Right.
Is that the cheaper
I
knockoff
never-
version?
I never went any further than that.
Right?
So.
That's the cheaper knockoff version. That's her wayward sister, Mary Jo, instead of Mary Jane.
It's YouTube, so I was just
Oh.
trying to.
Yeah, the algorithm, it's going to know
Yeah,
anyway. It's going to know anyway.
I stay clean.
Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
Did I tell you I got in trouble for the lift?
Yes. Shh. I don't want to know.
Two different times.
Yes. Shh.
Nobody was in the car
Shh.
except for me.
We can't talk about that.
Too late.
I
Mom,
said
even
something.
mom, even
I, said
I know you
something
did.
out loud,
I know. Mom's saying shh. Can't you
and
hear her?
They kicked me off.
I know. Shh.
I had to call
Let's
human.
let's
talk to them
keep
to get
this
turned back
down.
on.
Gotta be careful what you say anymore.
Well, it's the whole video thing too.
I've
It's
turned that off.
Well,
now.
they just people didn't know before, but like the ring phones and stuff, the reason they're able to have the video that they have is because it's not there. Even though it wasn't on that phone, it was still recorded into the cloud,
Right. Yeah.
and it's still there forever. But your phones are doing the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
These are linked 24/7 to the cloud. Anything it sees or hears, whether you're recording or
I
not,
know what you're watching.
they know. But whatever.
I mean, there are people that have Faraday things that they
That blocks
put
the
those in
signal.
at night.
But that
you know.
blocks the signal for now. But as soon as you bring it back out, the
Everything
chips, right, the chips in the phone have still continually been recording and what they call buffering into the
Just
RAM on the
waiting
phone
to
or whatever,
release.
and then it goes back on. It comes on. So this phone up here, I can have it over here for months. Never been on. As soon as I turn it on, it starts the install of everything it download while it was over here. But it was off. But it's never off.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? And it doesn't even have a sim.
It's in standby.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But it's off. And you can't take the that's why they made them so you can't take the batteries out of them. They're non-serviceable batteries because the only way to kill it is to take the batteries out of them because they're still always on. Even though you shut them down, if you can't take the battery out of it, it's still there.
So something interesting.
So
pops up.
RAM on your old computers, random access, rapid access memory, so your RAM, when you shut your computer off and went to restart it, it was supposed to wipe clean and never have anything in it. There was always a little bit of residual in it, and that's what these are totally designed on. So anything it heard and recorded before you pulled the battery off of it, in theory, should not be there because you didn't record it. It recorded
but it will be.
But it will be. And as soon as you turn it back on and plug it back in, anything that it was able to do while it still had power to it will go right back up. And that's one of the reasons they made the batteries so they're non-serviceable, so you can't replace them. Because people, the only way they could do it, you see people in old movies
I used to
pull their batteries out of it to go do something and then come back and put it back
to
in.
reboot it. I used to pull the battery out because I knew that was going to
That's
be
the
a
only
full
way, right?
reboot,
That's the
you know.
only way to truly do it. Now it doesn't matter. It's the way it's set up now. It remembers everything as long as there's a charge to it. Hey, what do we know? Nothing. That's Keith.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. That's the new one. So instead of America, it's yeah. Well, I was hoping to hear something from Watermelon and Melissa. I thought they would have.
Hey, remember tomorrow's Valentine's Day, so maybe they got plans.
What are you saying? That Watermelon and Melissa's going out for Valentine's
I
Day?
didn't say nothing.
What are you saying? I want to
Why-
get.
why
I
wouldn't
want
they?
you to get in trouble this time.
Nope. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. That's all I'm saying.
It is. What are you getting the cats?
Probably nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
What are they getting you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
What?
What are you getting?
Nothing.
Yeah. Me? I already know what I'm getting. I went out and bought it. If I want anything, I got to get it myself.
Yep.
All right, guys, we are going to back on out of this. I appreciate everybody that did hang out,
We ran out of
whoever it was. I don't know how many thumbs up I got and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
thanks for spending this Friday the 13th with us.
Yes, I was
Yeah,
gonna
we
get around to that too.
We survived.
hey, it's not over
Well,
yet.
that's true, isn't it? I have to get my way home still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Spoke too soon.
And tomorrow will be Saturday the 14th.
Yeah, did they have a movie on that?
there was a movie.
I thought there was.
Yeah, there was a movie called that. It was the funny version of.
Yeah.
It was like a remake of Friday
Yeah.
the 13th.
Yeah.
as a
Yeah,
funny
kinda like-
person.
The Scream movies was the quintessential
Right.
satire of
I
all
saw
of
there's a new one
them.
of those coming out.
Oh, I'll bet.
No, there is.
I know. Didn't some of the people die?
No, they're bringing them all back.
I don't know. I think
Well,
so.
that's the thing nowadays. It doesn't matter if somebody dies on a series;
Yeah.
they can
No,
always
I-
come back next
yeah.
season.
Oh, I meant-
there's always a
I
way.
meant in reality. Yeah, I meant in reality.
Oh.
No, I think.
Look,
everybody's-
we went this entire time not talking about the Super Bowl or some of that other
Let's-
stuff.
We don't
Let's
want.
not.
We don't want to go down that alley because I got things to say. But
I
I'm not
know.
saying it.
I know. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want me to start getting on that rabbit hole. No.
Stay out of them.
That bunny hole.
Stay out of the. Oh, bad bunny hole.
That's good.
All right, guys. We're. It's going to take me a second to unplug this because I'm all
That's for another live stream.
wired up here and stuff. But I do appreciate.
Yeah. Oh man, this is all screwed
Oh
up
my
all
gosh,
the
there's
time.
all kinds of stuff here.
Uh-oh.
We had 5 people, 4 thumbs up. I appreciate that, Digger. What's going on with you? But, all right, guys, we're going to get ready,
Bye, guys.
and I appreciate you guys hanging out. And
Thanks for
hopefully,
being patient.
yeah, hopefully I will see a lot of you guys at the Powerama,
Yes.
and we
And
will.
I will be there. You've been warned.
Yeah, we
Be
will.
there, be square.
Yeah, be square. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Sunday.
Powerama. All right,
Oh my
guys.
God.
What the heck?
We'll see you later. See ya.
Like,
Yeah.
Snort.
yeah.
Yeah.